Hey guys, this is Red Silvers, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 3. It's been a busy couple of days, and that's because of the Let's Racing Time channel, because the Mario 3 race that I was in came out, and so I had to spend some time watching that a few times. And there was also a Mega Man X race today. Plus, I had to take my mom to the hospital yesterday, so it's been a very busy couple of days. Everybody voted for Shadow Man next because Sparkman was the first Robot Master that I fought at the beginning of this LP, and everybody thought it'd be neat if that was the last stage that I did. So, Shadow Man Doc Robot. And Shadow Man Doc Robot is probably the worst of the Doc Robot stages. Not necessarily the stage itself, but the bosses are fairly terrible. And watch out for that spikes at the bottom of that pit there. So aside from the races that have been going on, I may be in another race tomorrow. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And the reason I say that this may be the worst stage because of the bosses is because of size and therefore how hard it is to dodge. Because the bosses are Woodman and Heatman. And with Woodman, his pattern's not really different, but A, the robot's faster, and B, he does a lot more damage. His leaves do a ton of damage. And they're nearly impossible to dodge. Now, I'm going to actually whip out the Rush Jet here. Although you can totally sit here and make the jumps on these platforms. But bollocks to that, I say. But we're coming up on Zombie Woodman now. And his weaknesses are the needles and the snakes. And that kind of makes sense because, snakes kind of like animals that eat leaves. I don't know. Snakes don't eat leaves, so that was a really dumb comparison, but see how much these leaves are hurting me? Like, okay, it's already E-Tank time. And if I blow out E-Tanks, oh well, because that is just what you'd have to do with... I was not expecting to take two at once, though. Let's try the needles instead here. Needles might have been better there just for the rapid fire rate, and I probably could have saved myself an E-Tank. But oh well. Now we're at the halfway point, and we'll top off our energy. And top it off with all the Hammer Joes. And yes, I totally did that like a chump. And just like before, magnet missiles will wreck the obligatory lava area that now has spikes in the air. And I'm not sure if that's because they were thinking maybe you try and bypass with the Rush Jet or what, but there you have it. And then finally we have one last Springy. Let's just take him out with the... In fact, let's switch to the Shadow Blade for this. And just like that, we're at the end of the stage. So we have Heatman here. Let's see here. I'm not sure what his other weakness is. Probably I think it's the hard knuckle and the top spin, but I could be wrong on that. And I've never actually tried using top spin on him here, so let's give this a try. And I'm gonna do it against my better judgment because, yeah, would have died if I hadn't done that. Bye-bye E-Tanks. We're just blowing them out. But with that in mind, we just top-spinned Zippo Lighter Man, so I'm sure everybody was amused by that. And next time, there's not really a vote, because from here on out, we're on the railroad. So, with that in mind, now that I'm not waiting for votes, I will try and crank out these videos a little quicker. Because we are almost to the end of this game. Let's knock it out, you guys. Until next time, this is Red Silvers. You have yourself a good night.